Let's talk a little bit about Doomer. I noticed this meme thing, this meme called Doomer, the Doomer guy. Apparently it's, adolescent, well, I don't know, he might be 30 as well, 35, I don't know. But anyway, it's a guy, he's depressed, he plays games, usually drinks alcohol, he plays Doom, apparently. That's why it's called Doomer. And, wasting his time away, not just time, but life. So, well, life and time, they're connected. We're in space-time. So, all right, so I wasn't a Doomer. I've played Doom. I played Doom 3. I've played all the Dooms, but, well, not the latest, but all the past Dooms, yeah, from 3 and back. Well, 1, 2, 3. So, I played a lot of video games, all right? I have experience with Warcraft, World of Warcraft, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3. I have experience with, Street Fighter. I've loved games all my life. I still love games. I still love playing Half-Life, Half-Life 2, Half-Life 1. I finally finished Half-Life 2 after years and years. My friends used to mock me. They used to joke. They always said, have you finished Half-Life? I still hadn't finished Half-Life 2. Half-Life 1, yes, I did finish Half-Life 1 way back, but now I finished Half-Life 2 now as well. I haven't finished, I think, episode 1, but I'm gonna finish it one day. One Saturday. I will take one of my Saturdays when I'm free and I will finish Half-Life 2. I wanted to finish it before last year ended, but I had other things on my mind, so more important things. So that doesn't matter. What matters is working on yourself, working on your life, your own subjective experience, your health. That is it's the most important thing in your life. So when you keep on drinking alcohol and playing, just wasting time on Doom or whatever it is, Fortnite, whatever it is today, PUBG or whatever it's called, you delay yourself, you delay your destiny. I know you're great. Most of you are great because most depressed people, a lot of depressed people, they're highly intelligent, all right? They're highly intelligent, highly creative. I was more of a, the tragic artist thing. That was more me. And I pulled myself out of it. And it's the same thing with Doom here. It doesn't matter, Doom, it's a game, it's still art. So I was watching movies and you're playing games, so it's the same thing. I was watching depressing movies, you're playing depressing games. Well, Doom is not that, I don't know if it's depressing, but it doesn't help. Certainly it doesn't help. Now, the problem is not Doom. The problem is not Doom, the problem is not the movies, the problem is not books. The problem is you, or me, the past me. The problem is yourself, because you keep on not just delaying yourself, but you're torturing your core. You're torturing your soul. You keep on torturing yourself, all right? Like this, information in, and you avoid yourself all the time. You most likely listen to a billion podcasts as well. I don't know, you listen to Jordan Peterson perhaps, Sam Harris, you listen to all these podcasts. You see, I understand, you are smart, all right? You are intelligent, but that's the end of the compliments, all right? Now here's the truth. There is one thing. I know you don't want to change anything. So I know it's useless for a person like this. I understand for a person like this that it is useless to just tell them, pull yourself out of it, or, stop doing this, or stop being this, and stop doing. I understand that is useless information to you because you see the world nihilistically. You see the world pessimistically. Nothing can change that. But there is a change, all right? And I know something that you want to change. Perhaps you don't want to change anything in your life, but there is one thing that you want to change. I know you want to change this. Otherwise, you wouldn't be depressed and despaired. I call it despair because it's deeper. And it's a more beautiful word. So, and you're attached to these words. You're attached to depressed or doomer. You're attached to these things. It's good that you make fun. If it's a meme and so forth, that is good. That is actually a step towards the better, healthier way. All right. You have unhealth, you have health. That is why torturing the core, the inner wisdom, that is unhealthy. Outer wisdom is healthy. All right. That is my whole philosophy. The whole purpose of my whole channel is the healthier way of acquiring wisdom, is the healthier way of living life. That is the whole purpose of my philosophy. And so listen to this, all right? I know one thing that you want to change, and that is your current state. It is good that you're making fun of yourself with the memes. I did that. I did the same thing virtually when I read Dostoevsky's Notes from Underground. That is a great book, but it's also depressing. So you can't keep on reading depressing things all the time. It will pull you down, or it might pull you down. But once you develop yourself, pull yourself out, you can actually go back and read it, and it won't pull you down because you have all these routines keeping you up all the time, forever. All right, it will be forever. You can pull yourself out of this. Depression is nothing. You can pull yourself out of this forever. I know this because I've done this. All right, I was suicidal. Which is perhaps more than most of you. I didn't drink much alcohol ever. I've been drunk. I've been truly drunk, really drunk. But that was, partying when I was younger. Finally, that's done, alcohol kills liver cells. Your liver is a filtering mechanism. It's the worst thing you can damage, all right? Except your brain, but you need your liver. You can't just have your brain. You need all your organs. You need all your health, all right? So there are things you need to implement, of course, but you can watch my other videos for that, or I will tell it later. But first, I know that you want to change one thing. You want to change your current state. That's the only thing you want to change. I know this. I know you want to change this current state, because otherwise you wouldn't keep on torturing yourself, telling yourself all of these things. Your behavior tells me that you want to change, because I know in your inner voice, in yourself, I know what you're saying to yourself, because I've been this. I know what you're saying. When you don't delay yourself with alcohol or with playing Doom or whatever it is, when you have time to think for yourself, then you start, all right, so I'm useless, I'm this, I'm that, I can't do this, I can't do that, no one will want to read my book, no one wants to read my book, who the hell wants to read my poems, they're terrible, everything I create is terrible, technically, I'm the only one that likes it, basically. That's perhaps one of the worst days. But then, you have perhaps other days where you're going, I had this, experience of my consciousness being pulled out, and I had this hypochondria, always fear. I had so much fear. I feared having cancer in the brain, cancer here and there. Actually, you have cancer every single day, so there's nothing to worry about. So, but there is one thing you want to change, and that is your current state. You gotta get sick of yourself, all right? When you sit there beside the computer with your legs up, I had my Coca-Cola there, perhaps even a pizza or something, terrible food, terrible diet, and you just keep on sitting, getting having problems with your knees when you're 26, for Christ's sake. And this energy you have in you, you gotta listen to this inner instinct and just, all right, I want to change myself. I want to change this. And it's important, this is also important. You don't care about anything, especially in the beginning, all right? Only about my first purpose principle. That's the only thing you care about. Only thing, because you're not ready for everything else yet. All right, helping others. Forget about helping others. Forget about others totally. You finally want to achieve that beach body. Every single man wants to have a great body, a Spartan. Inside of us, we're all warriors and Spartans, all right? We all, not just Spartans, but all kinds of warriors. But I speak of Spartans because they're not mediocre. All right, I don't want to have mediocrity. I want to pull you out here, and I don't want you to be mediocre, because I know you're not mediocre. You're not like most people. You're playing Doom. Most people don't play Doom. Most people aren't creative, and most people aren't highly intelligent. That's simply how it is. You gotta assemble this energy of getting sick of yourself. Look at your body. Look at that fat on your belly. Look at those unmanly chest there. Look at your arms. All right, cellulites, or even as a man. And no energy, always low energy, always low energy. Yeah, perhaps you're good at playing video games, but nothing else. You're not capable of doing anything else. You're not capable of doing anything. You're incapable. You're weak. You're weak. Your knees are weak. Your body's weak. You don't have muscles. You're weak. You're unhealthy. You're unhealthy. The way you live, your patterns, your habits, everything, they're unhealthy. So the way out of it is changing your patterns, behavior, your habits. That is the only way out of it. And it is hard work, but you gotta love that higher desire more, all right? So this is how it is, perfectly. This is why I speak of higher desire. Look, you imagine yourself, this imagining won't be, this vision, this imagining won't be perfect, because you don't understand yet what your body will look like. But what you do understand is that you want to have a 6-pack, or even if you have an 8-pack or 4-pack, doesn't matter. That is genetic. So there are a lot of myths in training. So you got to be aware of all those. You got to train compound movements, full body in the beginning as a beginner, or at least split if it's still or a split body thing. Anyway, so. But you gotta find you gotta change. The first thing you have to change is your diet. But you only care about yourself and your health. You only care about yourself and your health, nothing else. Forget about everything else. Forget about everything else and everyone else. And only focus on your diet and exercise. Only those two things, nothing else, all right? I understand that you won't totally, completely get rid of YouTube and perhaps even games, but slowly you will. You gotta find an interest in yourself. You gotta find a self-interest, all right, in yourself. That is how you will pull yourself out of this. I understand this because I've done this. I have done this. All right. I am what you are, or what you were. I'm no longer what you are, all right? I was like this, but I am no longer that. Now, the Coca-Cola was for me your alcohol, or whatever, pizza. But it's still inflammatory. It's inflammatory food, but you don't care about food yet because you don't care about your health. So you don't care about food yet, and nutrition, and bettering yourself. So you see, all of those things are connected. You don't care about this yet, but you do care about the one thing, and that is bettering yourself. So you have a little bit of that light in you still. You still have it, because otherwise you wouldn't just keep on delaying yourself. You would have just simply killed yourself immediately. But it's not that easy to kill yourself. It is not that easy. I was suicidal. I did look up how to best kill yourself. And that is when you understand, all right, so I'm getting close to dangerous territory here. I even went to a psychiatrist far away from here. So actually when I was in Stockholm. So I'm from Sweden. So, and it's very far from me. I'm in the southern regions of Sweden. So I went up in Stockholm, it didn't quite help. So you see, a psychiatrist doesn't always help, all right? It is you. You have to pull yourself out of it. You have to do this, all right? So in some sense, that psychiatry, it helped a little bit, but not that much. Things that help me more are, you know, some of the books, but not books. You can't read yourself out of this. The books won't help you. What truly helps you is you changing your first your diet, and you wanting to have this strong will of having this body with six-pack. You want to have chest, you want to have muscle definition. That is what will pull you out of it. You want to look like a warrior, like a man, all right? You want to look like a man, not this child. You don't want to look like a child, like a fragile, weak little thing. You want to be strong. You want to be strong so you can later help your family. But you forget about that first, all right? Forget about that first. It might help you in motivation in the beginning as well, but for most people, I think it's better to just forget about that and just focus on improving your health. That is the only thing. That's the only thing. And you have to cut out everything. Well, a lot of things, all right? So the first thing you have to cut out is table sugar. That's there is no discussion there. Table sugar and all the garbage foods, you will replace Coca-Cola and all that nonsense with fruits, all right? You start eating fruits. Cleaner diet. You gotta have a cleaner diet, ancestral. So you go, meat, eggs, fish, fruits. You can have carrots. You can have nuts, nut seeds technically, and seeds. Not processed, nothing processed here. And then you go, well, you can have bacon, all right? You can have bacon in the beginning. It will still be better than your current diet. You gotta drop the alcohol. There is no discussion here. You gotta drop the alcohol. It kills liver cells. That's the only argument I need, all right? Killing liver cells is the most anti-health that exists, all right? So, and you gotta start fasting, all right? We can do this quicker than I did, all right? I went gradually. I dropped bread with oatmeal and so forth. But you can just drop all of that nonsense immediately if you want to. You don't need to eat oatmeal. You don't need that. You only need to train a lot and eat a lot. But in the beginning, all right, so you could do OMAD, 1 hour per day. You only eat 1 hour. You wake up, let's say you wake up at 8, you train until 9, train in park, where no excuses. You can train at home as well. You can do all sorts of push-ups. You can use a table to do some, upper. But you head outside, look for a tree and try to do pull-ups. If you can't do pull-ups yet, just hang there. Just hang there. You will get there. You just hang there and you will get there. That is how I did pull-ups. I couldn't do a single pull-up, virtually, I think. Yeah, I don't think I could. I couldn't do a proper pull-up at all. So you will get there, all right? You will get there. And so you eliminate inflammatory foods. You start fasting. If you're fat, if you still are skinny fat and you have fat, you dry fast. You start dry fasting, 48 hours or even 36. My first was 36 hours. You heal whatever you have to heal. You move on then, and you fast until you can see abs or very close to seeing abs, and then you train a lot as well, of course. Whatever is joyful for you. You try gym. You have to try a couple of things. So I tried, dumbbells and stuff for 3 months, but I figured it wasn't my thing, all right? So I was always drawn to calisthenics and having control over my body. So I do calisthenics. So if you want to do calisthenics, do the gym, whatever it is, cycling, whatever it is, running. That is what you focus on. But if you're a runner, if you're a marathon runner, you will be just skinny. You can't have muscles. So you got to do some calisthenics or the gym when it comes to building muscles. The gym will be quicker, but you can injure yourself much quicker, in my opinion. So calisthenics is natural movements. So everything natural. I'm all about the natural. All right. Pure health, well, not pure, there is nothing pure in anything, but health and natural. All right? So you see, I understand that I can't tell you to stop doing anything except this very thing, you know. I know that you want to fix yourself because you're sick of this being this low energy thing, this low energy creature. You gotta become sick of this. You gotta become sick of these thoughts, these reoccurring thoughts. Always, you know, the doubting. You keep on doubting yourself all the time. Doubt is good, but only it is not good the way you are. You're just torturing your core, torturing yourself all the time. I'm not this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. That is all nonsense, all right? You have to get out of your head and start getting into your body. You gotta get out of your head and get in your body, all right? And when you train, you get in your body. You start listening to your instincts. Stop listening to music while you train. No music, nothing. No music, nothing. You just train and eat. And you try to sleep well as well. That's how you... And you can't just train, by the way. You can't just... In the beginning, you gotta be strict here and just... You gotta train 7 days a week. 7 days a week. After 6 months, I will allow you to do 5 or 6. But the first 6 months, you gotta push it. Because you lack this will. But this is how you will start having this will, all right? This is how you will start having this will. You will acquire the will to change, a will to change, a will to greatness, a will towards greater health. That is the purpose of everything. That is the purpose of everything. So, I want to get inside your mind here. I want to get inside your mind here. I understand that everything seems, you know, everything is atoms, everything is energy, everything is this, everything is that, everything is material. But your subjective experience, that is the only thing that matters. And your health matters because it affects your subjective experience. Without your subjective experience, you're nothing. You're nothing. You gotta find this inner will where you ask yourself, I'm getting sick of myself. I cannot stand any longer having my feet up and having this Coca-Cola here and keep on watching these movies, or in your case, keep on playing these video games, delaying myself, avoiding myself. You're always avoiding yourself. Instead, listen to your body. Your knees are hurting or whatever it is, your back, whatever it is, something is on the way of getting way worse than you want it to be. You might even start having an autoimmune disease or something like that. And you can, but there is hope. There is hope, all right? There is hope because fasting is hope. You can heal everything with fasting. You can heal everything with fasting. I don't care if you have cancer, you will heal it with fasting. You will heal cancer with fasting. You don't need anything. You only need your body, your mind, resistance in training, pushing, pulling and squatting and, you know, resistance, tension in your muscles. That is everything you need, all right? So, you gotta fast, heal yourself. This will heal you from your food addiction as well, your Coca-Cola and all that nonsense. You won't ever wanna have this anymore. You won't wanna have this. I don't wanna have anything anymore except meat and fruits. That's all I want. That's all I want. And perhaps eggs a little bit sometimes and fish. But that's the same thing. So focus only on yourself, nothing else, nothing else. Keep on working on yourself. Keep on focusing only on yourself. If you need help, you can contact me. You can comment down below. You can contact me on Facebook. You can message me. If you need private consultations, you can email me. All the links will be down below. And keep on working on yourself. Focus only on yourself, nothing else. If you have questions, ask me. And I will see you tomorrow.